there's an indicator of alignment I was hoping you could speak about a little further, and I've been thinking about sleep. And, we spend a quarter to a third of our days sleeping. And I know that you've said at one point that when we're in alignment, we may only need 4 hours of sleep as opposed to, say, 8 or something like that. And I was wondering if you could speak to sleep and both sort of the quantity and quality of it as an indicator of our alignment.
Well, there are a number of ways to consider this. The most important thing that we want to say to you, and we say this about most things, is that there's no right or wrong in this. Rather than saying, how much sleep do I need, we would begin talking about how much sleep do I want. That's the first thing we would be doing, because need is really, I need the sleep in order to stop my thoughts, in order to stop my resistance, in order to refresh myself, which implies I'm not doing a good job in my wake state of being in alignment, so I need the sleep to save me.
Yeah.
And frankly, that's the way most people benefit from sleep, because when you do slumber, you do withdraw your attention from whatever it is you've got going on. And when you withdraw your attention, any vibration relative to that stops. And so when you stop your attention, your vibration naturally raises. That's why sleep has the refreshing benefit that it does. Have you noticed that when you have something that you're very excited about doing, that the idea of waking up and getting into it is appealing? In other words, you're sort of called toward this good feeling thing.
Absolutely.
But when you think about getting up to do something that you don't want to do, you don't feel like getting up. There is resistance within you, and that resistance is then that feeling that is behind your desire to have more sleep.
Yeah.
When you are tuned in, tapped in, turned on, so you're getting your refreshment even in your wake state, it is possible for you to become so aligned with source energy that you do not need that refreshment. But we want to talk about what that alignment means. And this is a perfect opportunity to go here in this leading edge discussion about alignment. So you have an understanding that the contrast of your life causes you to continue to expand who you are, and that evolved version of you is pulsing and vibrating, and law of attraction is responding to it, and it is calling you to it. So the longer you live and the more you live life, the faster your stream moves. So that's one factor. How fast is my stream moving, and in what direction is it moving? The other factor is, am I moving in the direction of my fast-moving stream, and how much am I dragging my feet? In other words, when your stream is moving really fast and you have no resistance, so you're moving really fast with your stream, that's what those moments of enthusiasm and exhilaration are. So that would be the optimum staying up to speed with who you really are. Can you feel that? When you are feeling that feeling of love and passion and eagerness, that means life has got your stream really moving. There's no resistance within you. You've done enough focusing on this particular subject that you're right up to speed with it. And under those conditions, you would not need sleep. But it's a really rare person who can stay right up to speed with their fast-moving stream. Most of you are working a little bit to find your place in the stream. And so what you're wanting to do in studying and learning and applying this art of allowing is that you're wanting to realize that it's a constant process of life causing you to become more, and you doing the work of then staying up with what you have become. For example, if you're someone who's pretty much tuned in, tapped in, turned on, but you're still exploring contrast to some extent, you can't stop doing that. So you know a little what you don't want, which means you know a little what you do want. And then you turn your attention immediately to it, so you stay up to speed with it. So then more contrast, you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. You turn your attention to it, so you stay up to speed with it. Someone like that would find themselves consistently needing very little sleep, because they're getting their sustenance from the resource of source as they remain in alignment. But let's say that you are someone who really knows what you don't want, so you really know what you do want, but there is this time now that you have to do the processes in order to get up to speed with it. During that time of that vibrational separation or difference, you would want more sleep for your reemerging into non-physical, for your releasing of resistance. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So we would not strive to be someone who doesn't sleep. We would strive to be someone who wants to be awake. We would strive to be someone who's so excited about so many things that it's exhilarating to be focused upon them. But then you have to overcome all of those beliefs that you've picked up, that I need so much sleep, that if I don't get enough sleep, I won't feel good. In other words, there are a lot of factors that enter in that cause you to separate or go with the flow.
I had a very interesting experience. I'm a competitive swimmer, and I had traveled to a swim meet, and it was one of the times when I was just really tuned in, and I didn't sleep for 4 nights and competed every day. And I wasn't sleeping because I was not nervous about competing. It wasn't that sort of adrenaline not sleeping. It was just, I'm plugged in and I don't need to sleep. And I competed every day and did just fine. And so it was very interesting to have that experience and know, wow, everyone said, well, you'll go home and you'll get sick now, or you'll sleep for 4 days, and nothing like that happened. And I thought that was so interesting.
Because you had been thinking about this meet. It had been part of your intention. Your vibrational escrow was full of it. You were tuned in, tapped in, turned on. You were in vibrational alignment with the idea of all of that. And you were being sustained by your vibrational alignment. So it is not sleep you want, it's vibrational alignment. And sometimes you have to sleep to get vibrational alignment. And so the amount of sleep I require is proportionate to my vibrational alignment. And of course, you'll just get better and better and better at vibrational alignment. Esther loves to sleep. It's just the easy way to have alignment. And we say, if you are enjoying your sleep, enjoy your sleep. In other words, don't push against it. Yeah. So you say, I love to sleep, but I'm wasting 25% of my life. But I love to sleep. And we say, rather than saying, but I'm wasting 25% of my life, how about saying, I use 25% of my life to effectively realign with who I am?
Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed. Of course, sleeping in this seminar is evil. Actually, it's a very good place to sleep, isn't it? Vibration of well-being, all is well. We'll wake you up if there's anything important.